Maths, JEE Mains, NEET, and whatever competitive examinations we generally observe it, around 50% of the questions, it might vary little here and there, around 50% of questions are generally moderate. So remaining 50% would vary depending on the overall level of the paper. Suppose I want to give easier paper, then I'll give easier questions, maybe 30%, probably 40%, and then 10%, 20% I'll give tougher questions. And suppose I want to give a tough paper, that's a instruction from the management, physics should be tough, then math and chemistry will be moderate, easy, something like that. Then I'll give probably 10%, 20% easier questions, and 30, 35, 40% advanced level tougher questions will give it. So that's how the general idea is. But anyway, never all the subjects will be of same difficulty level. All the subjects, math, physics, chemistry, if math is tough, physics will be moderate, something like that generally happens, because total time is 3 hours, whatever. In that 3 hours time, it should be done reasonably. That's how its strategy is. Now let us focus on easier questions. So suppose in one question paper, I'm supposed to give 7 easier questions, let's say. And chances are that I don't give that easier questions in the beginning only. That's a human tendency, what to do. Almost every paper setter thinks like that. I think even the final IIT paper setters also think the same manner. So they tend to sprinkle these easier questions. That number is anyway decided. Those questions will keep it in between some tougher questions. That is one thing. The other thing is, suppose I am giving easier question. First question I will give it. Okay. Second question I give it. Third question. When I am giving that easier questions just like that, it feels like I'm giving away something like freebie type. Somehow we don't feel like giving easier questions like that. But then management has a very strict instruction. I'm supposed to give 7 questions, let's say. Then what we do generally is this strategy. Scary looking, easy questions. Easy has to be, but at least for our satisfaction level, we try to make it scary looking. How do we make it? We create some big text out of it and then draw a 3-dimensional diagram, some technical jargons we use it. Somehow it should look like complicated, but we are supposed to give whatever easier questions we are supposed to give. That's a general strategy. So whenever you are going through a lengthier question, scary looking question, chances are that it is in a disguised form. Actually, it is easier. That's why I recommend that don't simply skip the question by just looking at it. Definitely you are supposed to read it for a couple of minutes with full concentration. You read it maybe 1 or 2 minutes. After that you decide if it is feeling to be tough, then you can leave it depending on your practice levels. So that's very important aspect. Try to think about it and focus and try to implement this during your practice session also, so that in the examination it becomes easier for you. Thank you.